Shakur Stevenson does an interview where he's asked, how does he feel about getting booed? Shakur Stevenson said, man, I don't care about them boos. I done seen the greats get booed. I done seen Andre Ward get booed. I done seen Floyd Mayweather get booed. I done seen Terrence Crawford get booed. So I don't care. That's a lie. You care. And it's cool. But you're right. They have booed the greats. This is where the Shakur Stevenson thing, it's a little complicated. Meaning it's not black and white. Shakur Stevenson did put on a snooze fest. It was a flop. Okay, it was a bust. It was a boring fight. It was. But what you have to understand is Shakur naturally does not have the complexion for the protection to get the benefit of the doubt to not get criticized as much. Meaning, it wasn't a good fight. You did run around a lot. But does this fight deserve to get this level of criticism that it's getting? Hell no, bro. You fought on a Thursday. Heck no. They acting like you a star headliner in the sport. No, you don't deserve this much. But you deserve a big portion of it. But no, you don't deserve this much. And that goes back to your comment. You seen Floyd get booed. You seen Andre Ward get booed. Those guys got booed and they put on good performances. So what is the moral of the story? You don't get the benefit of the doubt like everybody else. Unfortunately, you're going to have to do that old school thing that, minorities, Latinos, and black parents used to teach their kids. You can't just be 100%. You got to be 110%. You got to operate on a higher level than anybody else to get basic respect, basic this and basic that. That's basically what it is, bro. Okay? Meaning that they can be understanding when Lomachenko gets beat up. They can be understanding when Lomachenko don't throw a punch for 6 rounds, which causes him to lose the fight in the first place. They can understand that. They have patience for that. They won't call him boring for that. Okay? He cannot throw a punch for 6 rounds and dance around Teofimo Lopez and they will say nothing. You do that, you're going to get criticized to high hell. So you're right in that instance. But let me tell you how you got bit by the same snake that you released on Devin Haney. Okay? Because you and I both know that there's a large group of people who want to deny Devin Haney beating Vasily Lomachenko because they don't want to see the white man beat. There's a lot of people who's denying that Devin Haney beat Vasily Lomachenko because he said, I'm not going to lose to a white boy. At least they said that they're mad about that, but they're not even really mad about that. Teofimo Lopez called them crackers. And they didn't say one word. Peep that. The whole world got in an uproar about Devin Haney said white boy. Teofimo Lopez go on a rant and call them full-fledged crackers. Did anybody peek, blink an eye, or say anything? They didn't. So that just lets you know one thing. What do they like to do? Pick on the black guy. Why? Because they view you as a superior one. They view you as the real threat. They don't want to tell you that, but this is why they're always comparing, matching everybody up to you, trying to compare people to you. They don't do it to each other, and they don't do it amongst themselves. Everybody runs to the black guy for comparison. This is why the character is always attacked, because truthfully, they don't want to tell you that they admire what you accomplished in the sport. They admire that you're great fighters. See, sometimes it's just hard to give a fucking compliment. They can't fucking do it. So that's why those legends get booed. And you actually deserve to get booed. But the only difference is they was waiting for any reason to discredit you. It don't matter if you did good or bad. And a lot of people want to sit out here and try to deny that that is true. But don't you see how I can acknowledge that Shakur Stevenson put on the snooze fest? And Shakur Stevenson deserves to get criticized? Don't you see how I can acknowledge that side? But people can't acknowledge that we treat black fighters more harshly they have to fight tougher competition for them to get credit. And then after that, we still don't want to give them credit. We keep sending them to the gauntlet, try to achieve some credit that's never going to come. We're just going to send them to the next guy and the next guy and the next guy and the next guy. Because it's not about you being victorious. It's about you losing. Why is it so criminal to say all this? So the moral of the story is this. In a way, do not use Andre Ward and Floyd Mayweather and all that getting booed, because that's the part you tried to deny. You know why they got booed. You even spoke on it on Fight Hype. You spoke about who they hate so much. So you know why they were getting booed. Don't sit and try to hide behind that because you actually put on a bad performance. But you want to hide behind that, but you threw Devin Haney out in front of the bus to be used by those same people who try to discredit you, Floyd, and Andre Ward, and everybody else because they're bigots. You ran with that crowd to try to discredit Devin Haney. And you know what? I know he beat that man. The only people who don't believe that Devin Haney won are people who white hero worship. I don't care, get mad. It's the truth, because if you know the sport, look at the fucking fight. And if he was really about that, Devin Haney would have gave him a rematch. They were supposedly going for a rematch. What happened? This is why I told you they're not going for no rematch, and they won't fight him again because they're going to figure out that he really won because he's going to beat him again. That's why they didn't pursue it. But I'm going to digress on that. But the point is, the reasons why you saying they booed them is totally different with you. You actually deserve to get booed. Not like that, because once again, it's another element to it. But at the same time, don't try to use Floyd, Andre Ward, and this and that, because we know why they got booed. You aligned yourself up with those type of people when you went to go kissing Fury's ass to be pandering. But that pandering didn't help you out in this scenario, did it? You ain't getting no benefit of the doubt. You ain't getting no Lomachenko treatment, are you? No, they throwing you on the bus saying you ain't shit, saying you overhyped. You basically trash right now. I don't think that, but that's how everybody's trying to label you as trash. You want to know why they trashing you so bad? Because you had one of the biggest potentials and you have the most potential and you really are good. That contributes to it. Is that you really are good. Haven't you noticed in boxing, the guys who are mediocre fighters, they're the ones who get the love. They the ones that can get the fights. They the ones that can get the money. The guys who can really fight, y'all got to struggle for that. You ain't peeped that?